Yes, sir. What up, YouTubers? This is your boy M. Carter back with another segment. And today, dear listener, I would like to tell you a story. I would like to paint a setting in this story. And in this setting, let's say we're in a courtroom. And you, dear listener, if you would help me, could you play the role of the jury of my peers? Let's have NBA Commissioner Adam Silver play the district attorney, maybe even the judge if he would like to. And me today, I'll play the defense attorney for NBA player, NBA superstar, Kevin Durant. And I want to talk about Kevin Durant's move to the Golden State Warriors because some media outlets would have you to believe that Kevin Durant is an absolute coward for leaving the team that drafted him, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and making the decision in the 2016-2017 season to go to the team he was beating 3-1, a team that ultimately came back from that deficit to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder and Kevin Durant to go on to the NBA Finals, to have a 3-1 lead and to lose that to LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers, thereby costing themselves the NBA championship. Some would have you to believe that Kevin Durant is an absolute coward, that he turned his back on the city that drafted him, the city that loved him. Some would say he's a coward because he left Russell Westbrook, a teammate, a friend, a partner, a running mate. Some would have you to believe that Kevin Durant took the easy way out by going to join a team that already was full of superstars, a team that went 73-9 in the regular season. Some would have you to believe that Kevin Durant was an absolute coward. But I'm here to beg your pardon today. I happen to disagree with the media elite. I happen to disagree with the fans in Oklahoma City. I happen to disagree with the way Russell Westbrook is treating Kevin Durant. I happen to disagree that the narrative that Kevin Durant has ruined the NBA. That the NBA season is ruined because of Kevin Durant's so-called quote-unquote cowardly move. But I'm here to defend Mr. Kevin Wayne Durant today. And to tell you, dear listener, or jury of my peers, that not only did Kevin Durant make the right decision, but he is a hero for making that decision. I'm here to tell you today, dear listener, or jury of my peers, that not only is Kevin Durant a hero, but Kevin Durant indeed saved the NBA with this decision. And in the long term, the NBA will be better because of it. So let me explain. In 2010, a decision was made. LeBron James, globally recognized as the best basketball player in the world, made a decision to leave the Cleveland Cavaliers. He got on the phone, he made an international call to Canada, and he spoke with a man named Chris Bosh, a man who was averaging 19.2 points a game, 8.5 rebounds a game, and shooting right at 50%. Once he got off that phone call with Chris Bosh, he made a call down to South Beach and he spoke with a GM named Pat Riley. And after he spoke with Pat Riley, he got on the phone with his good friend Dwayne Wade, a man who was a previous NBA champion 2006, a previous NBA Finals MVP 2006, a man who was coming off a season where he was averaging 26.6 points a game, 6.5 assists a game, and 4.8 rebounds a game. And why did LeBron James make this decision? 3 reasons, and I'll tell you. 1, fear. 2, legacy. And 3, friendship. LeBron James was afraid that he would be deemed the greatest player, the chosen one, to come out of high school and never achieve the ultimate goal of winning the NBA championship. It outright terrified him. And so that played a role in this decision. 2, legacy. LeBron James is trying to build his legacy. In fact, not only is he trying to build his legacy, he's trying to catch and surpass Michael Jordan's legacy. At the end of his career, LeBron James would like to have more rings than Michael Jordan. And no matter what he tells you, he indeed would like to surpass Michael Jordan. So when the conversation is had for who is the greatest player to ever play the game of basketball, LeBron James would like to have an argument against Michael Jordan. And last, friendship. LeBron James always wanted to go and play with Dwayne Wade from the time that they were drafted. And so this was the perfect time to go into Miami that has salary cap room, that has a market where they can pay the luxury tax if they happen to go over the salary cap. So 3 reasons why LeBron James went to Miami. And this decision would not only change LeBron's career, change his legacy, and change his future, but it would also alter the game of basketball and the decisions that the stars in basketball would make from here on out. So LeBron James plays in Miami from 2010 to 2014. And in that time, the Miami Heat will make 4 NBA Finals appearances. And out of those 4 NBA Finals appearances, LeBron James would win 2 NBA championships and win 2 Finals MVPs in those championship runs. Okay, so around the time 2014 rolls around, Chris Bosh is starting to break down. Production is going down. Ray Allen decides to retire. Dwayne Wade's body has been breaking down. Dwayne Wade is not the same star he was 4 years prior. So now LeBron James has a decision to make. Now understand that Dwayne Wade had turned over the reins to LeBron James. Now Miami is no longer Dwayne Wade's team. It's now LeBron James's team. And not only is it LeBron James's team, the owner, the GM, they all are in the palm of LeBron's hands. In fact, during that draft of the 2014-2015 season, LeBron James was high on point guard Napier. Miami moved up in the draft and drafted Napier because LeBron James wanted them to. And what was Miami willing to give up to move up to the 24th overall pick and acquire the rights to Shabazz Napier from the Charlotte Hornets? They were willing to give up 2 draft picks in the 2014 draft, a 2019 second round draft pick, and cash considerations. So it's safe to say that the Miami Heat was willing to mortgage a small part of their future to retain the services of one LeBron James. And so though LeBron James had the keys to Miami, he was yet motivated by 3 things: fear, legacy, and friendship. And oh, how friendship takes a back seat to fear and legacy. And so LeBron James, though having the keys to the kingdom in Miami, being the so-called leader, being the so-called chosen one, already having 2 future Hall of Fames on the roster, and management catered to his every desire, coming off 4 straight NBA Finals appearances. But all of a sudden, LeBron James looks at his roster and he sees the production going down with Chris Bosh and the production going down with Dwayne Wade. And so now the team that he left 4 years ago, he looks and he sees Kyrie Irving, 20.8 points a game, 6.1 assists a game, 3.6 rebounds a game. He looks at the Cleveland Cavaliers and he sees, oh, they have the number 1 pick. And they're most likely going to get, 99.9% of the chance is going to get, Andrew Wiggins. Also deemed maybe one of the greatest high school players to go into college, play 1 year, and then come into the NBA. He also sees several first-round picks that Cleveland has. And he also sees that Kevin Love, 26 points a game, 12.5 rebounds a game, is on the free market. So LeBron James gets on the phone and he calls Kevin Love. And the decision was made by Kevin Love that if LeBron was to go back to Cleveland, Kevin Love would join Kyrie Irving and LeBron James in Cleveland. So LeBron James, who had the reins turned over, he had the keys turned over to the whole franchise in Miami, saw Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade dwindling in talent and made the decision, I'm going home. You went home, LeBron James. You went home. Why did he go home? Because he saw that his legacy was at stake. He understood that he could no longer win with Chris Bosh and Dwayne Wade. He needed younger, better talent in order to catch Michael Jordan. So LeBron James, as he did in 2010, made the decision to go play with all-star caliber players, 2 of them, in order to stack the deck against the rest of the NBA so no one can be a challenge to his legacy. No one could stand in the way of him accomplishing or surpassing Michael Jordan. So he made the conscious decision to go play with these 2 younger talents, thereby affecting a man named Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant spent 9 long seasons with one organization. They were first the Seattle Supersonics, and they moved to Oklahoma City and became the Oklahoma City Thunder. But 9 long seasons with one franchise. Kevin Durant averaged about 35 points a game, 5.5 assists a game, and about 7.5 rebounds a game. He also, like LeBron, was playing for legacy because he was also globally recognized as the second best, quote unquote, NBA player of the modern era. So he also is competing for legacy, and he had 1 star with him. He had 3 at one point, but Oklahoma City decided they wanted to keep Serge Ibaka and would not pay James Harden. So Kevin Durant, in a smaller market who cannot afford to pay the luxury tax, LeBron decides to go to Miami, who could afford to pay the luxury tax, then go back to Cleveland, and because he increased the value of the team, now they can afford to pay the luxury tax. Kevin Durant was stuck in a system with him and Russell Westbrook, who had to do everything. Russell was averaging about 24 points a game, 8.6 assists a game, and 7.1 rebounds a game. Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant were trapped. They were trapped and held at bay by LeBron James for 9 NBA seasons. Why? Because LeBron James continually stacked the deck against the rest of the league by always finding all-star caliber players to play with. Kevin Durant was stuck. Because LeBron James was playing for legacy, and he made sure that nobody got in his way of his legacy. So everybody else was looking up. Kevin Durant had to feel for 9 seasons what it felt like to be inferior. That he would never be able to get over the hump because he just didn't have enough artillery. He just didn't have enough to beat LeBron James because LeBron James continued to stack the deck against Kevin Durant. And so now Kevin Durant is looking 9 seasons in saying, I don't have a championship ring. And I've tried for 9 seasons with Russell, or 8 seasons with Russell Westbrook to get a championship ring, and it's just not coming to fruition. This was not about cowering out and going to play with the Golden State Warriors. This was transferring the balance of power. This was now taking what LeBron James has done to him for 9 NBA seasons and flipping it on him. This is now making LeBron James feel like the inferior one. This is now stacking the deck against LeBron James. Because now, LeBron, your legacy is in question. This is why LeBron is going crazy in Cleveland. This is why he's pushing the management, who's the highest team over the salary cap, who's paying the highest luxury tax in the NBA. Now he's pressing them to get more. Why? Because he feels his legacy is threatened now. Because Kevin Durant flipped it on him. While LeBron James was playing checkers, yelling to the top of the ceiling, "King me," Kevin Durant was playing chess and whispered, "Checkmate." Now the deck is stacked against NBA's elitist. The man that the NBA has protected, the ambassador, the one they've gotten him everything he needs to be the modern era comparison to Michael Jordan, the heir apparent. LeBron James now feels like the inferior. He's on the outside looking in for the first time in 9 years, and he's uncomfortable with it. Why? Because he looks and he says, there's nothing I can do. Right. There's nothing I can do. And there's nothing they could do to stop Kevin Durant from doing it. And so now they're trying to come up with he's a coward. He ruined the regular season. Why? Because they want him to get out of Oklahoma. They want him to get out of Golden State as quickly as possible. They want him to make a decision. They want to try to make this ring that he's going to get. And LeBron knows it. This ring that he's going to get. And I believe that they're going to wipe the floor with Cleveland in the NBA Finals. They're going to annihilate Cleveland. And LeBron James is terrified. Why? Because his legacy is now at stake. He won't be able to catch Michael Jordan because Kevin Durant flipped it on him and aligned himself with stars right down the board. And so he's forcing LeBron James to compete, like Charles Barkley said. He's forcing them to compete. Now you can't rely on people no more. Now you're going to have to prove that you're in fact the best player of this modern era. You're going to have to prove it now. Last year's championship didn't prove it. You got Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love. You have a stacked team. But now you're looking at a team that's better than you. You're the best player in the modern era, LeBron James. But you don't like being on the outside looking in. You don't like being the inferior one. You don't like it because it threatens your legacy. And long term, Kevin Durant will save the NBA. Because now he's going to force these players to earn their rings. Because if you don't earn your ring with the team, look, they were picking up Andrew Wiggins in Cleveland. A draft pick. A talent. LeBron James traded him away for Kevin Love because he wanted to win now. He don't care about taking no young man under his wing and teaching him all this leadership stuff. He don't care about that. You didn't have to be a leader in Miami. They were already established players. You don't have to be a leader in Cleveland. They're established players. You could have been a leader to Andrew Wiggins, but you didn't want that. Why? Because you wanted to win now players. You wanted to stack the deck as usual against the other players in the NBA. But Kevin Durant flipped the switch on you. And now he's going to force other teams to stay home. He's going to force the NBA to start making some type of changes or blocking some of these trades or making incentives for these players to stay with the teams that they were drafted from. Huh? Because he's not going to allow another player to do this again. He's not going to allow LeBron James to continue to stack the deck against the NBA. Because now other players are going to say, oh, you want to stack the deck? All right, now we're going to find a way to make you inferior. And so Oklahoma City, I am disgusted about the way you treated this man. Okay? Russell Westbrook, everybody loves you now. Oh, he should have been an NBA All-Star starter. Oh, he should be the MVP. He's averaging a triple-double. I remember 4 years ago when all these elitists in the media were against you. They say you're a bog hog. You need to pass the ball to Durant more. Durant can't stand playing with you. And who came out to defend you when all the media and all the elitists were dogging you? Huh? Who in their MVP award speech came to your defense? Who defended you when Skip Bayless attacked you? When Stephen A. attacked you? Who defended you? Huh, Russell Westbrook? Who stood in your corner? Russell Westbrook? Who did? Kevin Wayne Durant did. And this is how you treat him? This is how you treat him? You should be trying to do the same thing, Russ. Because eventually that athleticism is going to run out. Eventually those knees ain't going to keep up with all that dunking and stuff. Huh? Eventually you're going to break down. And without a championship ring, all this you're doing is going to mean absolutely nothing. Kevin Durant made a brilliant decision. And he knew he would get backlash from it. So in fact, instead of being a coward, to stand up against what LeBron James was doing, to stand up against the NBA leaders, to stand up against this man stacking the deck on him year after year after year. This man put in the work. Come on, 35 points a game. 6-something rebounds a game. 5-point-something assists a game. He put in the work. But he could never get it done because the deck was stacked against him by a man named LeBron James. And so, my man Kevin Durant, checkmate LeBron. And LeBron can't take it. He can't take it. Because he doesn't like the feeling of being inferior. He doesn't like the feeling of being on the outside looking in and can look across the pond and say, not only is that team better than me, they're miles better than us. By a mile, they're better than us. And he's afraid that he won't be able to catch Jordan. Well, LeBron, you should have stayed in Miami or stayed in Cleveland the first time. But you stacked the deck. Now, I'm not saying LeBron is not a great player. Oh, yeah, he's a great player. In fact, I would say LeBron is probably the best athlete overall basketball player, when you add all attributes together and you add all he does on the basketball court together, yeah, I give it to him. He's the best player in the modern era. But is he the best basketball player? Oh, no. Kevin Durant is the purest basketball player. When you talk about offense, defense, the total pack, oh, Kevin Durant is the purest. And Kevin Durant is more of an assassin than he is. Oh, Kevin Durant is an assassin. Oh, and you know what I love best about this Golden State Warrior team? Oh, they cocky with it. They trash talking. These boys is on the hunt. These boys are on the hunt. Oh, they not scared. They ain't playing LeBron. Oh, and that's why he's scared. Because these boys are not playing. They're coming. And they're coming for you. And the day of reckoning is now, LeBron James. In the words of Wyatt Earp, I'm coming and hell's coming with me. So you tell all the Cavaliers, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Draymond Green, Klay Thompson, oh, them boys is coming. And ain't nothing you can do about it, LeBron. The days of stacking the decks against the league is over. Now you're going to have to earn that ring, buddy. Kevin Durant is a saint for what he did. Bravery. He shifted the culture. And this will help the NBA in the long run. Because now they're going to make incentives for these guys to stay on the teams that they were drafted on. For these guys not to click up and make these super teams. Oh, because if you do it, Chris Paul going to do it next time. If you do it, Damian Lillard's going to do it next time. If you do it, Anthony Davis is going to do it next time. So there's no more stacking the deck for you, LeBron. Because now there's always going to be a team out there waiting for you. Now you got to earn it. This is your boy, M. Carter. Thank you for listening. I hope you subscribe. I hope you leave a comment down in the comment section. I hope you support and get on board with the movement. Oh, because we talking real talk, man. You may not agree with it. Oh, but we talking real talk around here. Oh, yes, indeed. And we gonna call these folks out that's bamboozling the sports world. That's tricking you, making you think that they're greater than what they are. Oh, you got to prove your greatness. And if you beat this team, you beat this Golden State team, oh, I will say you're great. I will say all the accolades are well deserved. I will say you are the man. Because now you're beating a team that is clearly better than you, where the deck is stacked against you, LeBron. Let's see how you handle the pressure moment. Let's see if you step up and be this leader that you're saying you are. Or will you crumble like in 2010? Huh? Will you crumble like 2014? Will you crumble? Or will you step up and be this leader that you made yourself out to be every time you win? Let's see what happens when the deck's stacked against you. The true character of a man is not when he's successful, not when he's winning, but how he handles failure, how he handles defeat, how he handles trial and tribulation. Let's see how you handle it, LeBron. Let's see how you handle it. M. Carter. Peace.